Okay, welcome. So in this particular video, I'll be explaining how to raise sales for your product, And you can decide to also raise sales for your service if you want to post them as item or you want to create them as product. There are two ways in which you can actually create your service-based product. You can create them as products and you can create them as income. So whichever one works for you is fine. But this is actually how to raise an invoice. So when you want to raise invoice, you go to transaction, sales, go to transaction, you click on sales. Under sales, you always get a 3 drop down, add, modifier, list. So you now click add. So when you pick add, the thing will ask you for series. Main series is the default series that came with the particular software. The first time you are raising an invoice, you will change the date that first day. And as you raise the other invoice, the date will continue to be the same. Today's date is 16th of February. So we have 1602. So I move. So it gives me automatic numbering. Oh, this is actually the first invoice on this particular system. So you're saying 1/2023. That's how we set it. So you can also decide to set it in your own way, but it can be one alone, but we just decide to do 1/2023. So till whatever, if you get to 1,000, you continue to go like that automatically. So I said when I was creating customer, I told you in that video that party means customer, client, whatever. So now that you see party there, you search for what was the customer I created that time? I created Esther and Nancy. So yeah, I can look for Esther. Okay, Esther Fadis is our customer today. So I keep saying things that you can have up to 26 different prices on your software. You don't need to be having a dig over your staff selling this price. You can have 26 prices and categorize it for them to know, and also educate your customer to also know why they can get price A, why they can get B, why they can get C, so that there will not be need for them to be stealing your money or cutting corners. If your customer knows the price, how will they lie to the customer? If you have your price list pasted on your walls or on your Instagram page every new day, how will they change? At least there are some price that should be paid, especially the retail price, like Osales Ninja that sells air. Go to their page, you will see all their prices pasted. Is to create that, is to enforce the right selling price, so that when I get there, I see 60 inches. No, is this amount? So I already know before I get it. Not that they will just be telling me what they like. No, create a system where your staff will also be helped not to even lie. So with this, we have about 26 categories. But you remember, when we were creating MTN product, we actually created 4 different prices. You said one is retailer, one is this and this. So we are picking A for this example. So when I put A there, I enter. I will say yes. So once I pick yes, it will ask me which material center do I want to sell from. Material centers are your branches. So in this particular system, we created how many branches? We created Abuja, created Lekki, we created UK, and we have the main store, which is the head office. So if you are buying from the main store, we put it there. If you have any narration, any information you want to put, you can put. But if not, you move to the item. So the first item is MTN 100. And look at this particular place. You can see, in this place, you can see it's showing the current quantity of stock available. Current quantity of stock available. Immediately I put MTN, it's telling me, oh, you have only 500 pieces in stock. That means it will alert your staff what you have. Very important and very beautiful. So now, if your staff decide to say, oh, I want to put 1,000 there, the thing will tell you it will go negative. So now, if you put 1,000 here, it's telling you MTN 100 is negative. That means you don't have up to. It's giving you warning, but you can actually have it as warning. You can have it as don't allow. You can have it as be silent. So even though it's happening, the person will not talk. So we have those warnings. They are all your choice, and we'll get there to also teach you how to set that. So now we want to go back because it's saying we don't have up to. So I'm going back to change it to, maybe I wanted to type 100 and I went to type 1,000. So I now put 100. So it's telling me, if it's 100, it's going through. So I pick price A. It's telling me my price is 95. So maybe I want to pick another, let me see, I want to pick another 100. Okay. F9. F9. Okay. So now this is actually the total is saying 95. But now if, because maybe as an organization, I've decided that if you are buying 200 and above, you get a better price. If this particular item gets 200, your employee has the right to come back here, enter, it will ask for the price. Then if you pick price B, enter, say yes. It will change it to, do you want to update? I say yes. It will change it to the wholesale price. And for instance, maybe I say, oh, 300 pieces is also another price. I pick it. No, it's not 3,000. It won't go. It's telling me you don't have stock. 300. So I come back here. I pick price C. I say enter. And I come here. He say, yes, do you want to? I say, yes. He's telling me it's now 94. So you can classify it and have a simple way your staff will understand. So you can have like a price where you say, oh, if customer is buying 0 to 50 is A. If you're buying this, so it makes life easy. You can be in dozens. So if somebody is, you might have already how you classify it. You can just put it. So this is how network does. Just for you to know that sometimes there can be network issue. I remember the last time I went to Domino's Pizza on Island, there was total network. They had to start using manual invoice until after a while we sat down. They said the network is back, let's update it. And these things happen sometimes. Train your staff to use manual. But once the network is back, they quickly update fast and continue transaction. So it does not really affect you. So now let's save this invoice. So save it. Save it. So I want you to disregard this particular column. You don't use it, leave it there. Just save. So once I save, I say print invoice. So if I have my system being attached to my thermal printer, I can just click on print and it will print straight. Just that thermal printer. And I always recommend thermal printer for us because it's easy to maintain. It's cost effective. So now if you're not printing, you say no. For some of us that are not printing, so we've saved that. Now, if I come back to say, okay, and for purpose of this class, we have just main series here. You can have different series. You can have main as your head office. You can have Lekki series because each series you have different invoice number. So you can have Lekki. You can create Lekki. You can create UK. You can also create the last one, Abuja. So whenever they pick their series, they will automatically get their own numbering. It will just be there. And you can lock up a particular staff into a particular MC. We'll also teach you that later. So now you can say, oh, maybe Nancy is your staff. Nancy will only sell from Abuja. So whenever she's raising, if she wants to raise from other material center, it won't allow her. She's supposed to sell in Abuja. Why head office can see all of them? So those differences are allowed. So it depends on what you want to activate on your own Busywin. So now, if I pick this, I want to use it for another branch. It's telling me the invoice is 2/2023. So I come here to say, okay, I want to sell from UK branch. I pick UK. So now if I come here, the system is telling me it's 00. UK don't have stock. They're out of stock. So I can't sell because we don't have it. So even though I put 500, it's going to tell me, no, you don't have it. It say stock item, MTN 100 is going negative. Could you like to continue? You can't even continue. No. But if you put notification alone, it will allow you continue. But if you put don't allow, it will not allow it for life. So if you say silence, it will not even say anything. It will just allow you whether you're going negative. But that's not good. Why do you have software? You should be able to give you notification or don't allow, depending on what you want. So now we can't sell this. So that's that. This is how to raise invoice you have saved. So let's go out of here. Wait. Yes. So now that we have quit, so if I want to modify, maybe the customer bought a particular, and I said, I'm sorry, I realized that my money is not up, so I want to change it to 200. You can come back here and modify to maybe 250 after counting our money. 250. So the thing will change. You can save it. Don't forget, anything you don't save will always not. Anything you don't save will always not, the changes will not be affected. So as you have saved, if you want to know total sales for the day, you can come under list screen and come here. If you pick all, it's showing all your MCs from Abuja, Lekki, UK. But if you pick main, it's talking about head office only. Now, because we have not created series for others, if you have created Lekki, if you click Lekki, it will talk about only sales for Lekki. If you click Abuja, it will talk about only sales for Abuja. So this particular example is just like a show for you to know that this is one branch, but you can use it for multiple locations. So now if I click OK, it will bring up the sales that we have done today. Look at it. So the sales we have done today. Esther, MTN 100, 250 quantity pieces. So that's that. So I can decide to say, oh, show me material center that is the person sold from. That which store did he sell from? I can say, show me value. Anytime you see N, it means no, and you see Y, it means yes. So if I put Y and I say yes, it will show me. It has reduced the font a bit and that's spreading it more. So now if I come here to say, so it's showing me the price, 94, 23,500, and it's telling me it was sold from main store. So you can have it say, you can click on list and it will show you everything that was sold. So that's that. So, and that is all for sales transaction. So I've taught you modify, I've taught you add. So one thing I also taught you is that for series, once you are selling to a particular branch, you can create more series within your location. And sometimes when you want to sell, you can actually create customer name when you are selling. So when you want to do that, there are all these short keys. You'll be taught, to be explained to you towards the end. These are fast keys of add account, everything I hear. They are quick buttons instead of you going there. But if you want to quickly create a name, you can just do F3. So it will just open the page to create a customer name. Quickly put the name. You can just put the name and say, okay, I'll put the details later. You get the details down, or you can put all before you start selling. So there are buttons to actually help you achieve that. I hope I've helped you to start selling. Use your Busywin effectively. Don't say, oh, start using it because you're going to be happy at the end of the day. God bless you. Yeah, what did you explain?